slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got
descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast, I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last, yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna
And now, Mike's thoughts. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we need to have a conversation. We need to sit down and we need to talk, not later. We need to talk right now. Because what the Pittsburgh Steelers are doing in the NFL is a travesty. What the Pittsburgh Steelers are doing to my eyes is a crime against humanity. Guys, look, the Pittsburgh Steelers, I love you guys. I love your toughness. I love and respect their tradition. But these throwback jerseys, guys, they are terrible. Gold jerseys with the aggressive black striping, vertical spikes, diagonal color patterns, oversized numbers on the back. Stop it. Y'all, it looks like someone dipped a referee in mustard and hit him with the barcode scanner. Let's just be flat out honest about it. And don't even get me started on that matte yellow helmet with the gray face mask. It's not 1933. It's a cry for help. I mean this from the bottom of my football-loving heart. These uniforms don't just hurt my eyes. They make me lose weight. That's how hard my body rejects the Pittsburgh Steelers throwback uniforms. I saw the promo picture, and immediately I dropped 3 pounds and my will to live. Now, I get it. It's history. It's logistic. Whatever. You want to honor the Pirates' roots, the Steelers City beginnings, yada, 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 but there's a fine line between throwback and throw it back in the closet and light it on fire. This crossed the line. Built a house on the other side and invited everyone to this bad idea party. And here's a kicker. They're wearing these in Week 8 versus the Green Bay Packers. So we got 2 historic franchises in one game that's going to look like a Lego fight at a construction site. At this point, we got to be honest. Steelers, stop. Just stop. Not every piece of history needs to be revived. Some things are better left in the dusty attic of the all-time Dayton Triangles and the leather helmets. Guys, welcome to the Man Hour NFL Talk. Cue that intro. Are you ready for the best damn NFL show on the planet? Man Hour Nation, rise up.
Yeah, hey, let's go. Hitting that gridiron, we going hard, we running the plays. You know the vibe, only the strong survive. Gotta keep your head in the game. Talking NFL, uncut, straight raw. Steady bringing that sauce. We about to take off, get it hype. This man, our sport talk. Yeah, from the quarterback to the lineman. Everybody bringing heat. You don't really want to try them. Hey, who gon' win? It's a battle of the giants. This show is the flyest. Nobody can deny it. This is Man Hour. Sport Talk. Man Hour. Sport Talk. What team you reppin'? We keep it interesting. Who caught another down? Who got that interception? This is Man Hour. Sport Talk. Man Hour. Sport Talk. What team you reppin'? We keep it interesting. Who caught another down? Who got that interception?
Let's go. What is up, Man Hour Nation? Guys, welcome to Man Hour NFL Talk, your go-to spot for live, raw, uncut NFL talk. I'm so glad you're with us here today. But before we dive into today's action, guys, let me tell you a little about manhourradio.com. That is where you can grab all your exclusive merchandise, check out our regular blogs, and stay up to date on everything we're doing over here at the Man Hour. And oh, by the way, the NFL Pick'em just rolled out there. So if you guys want to win some free $1 bills, y'all, head over to manhourradio.com. Every NFL week, we have free entry. We got a $1 entry, $5 entry, and a $10 entry platforms. 50% of the pool, $1 per entry, goes into the prize fund. Bada bing, bada boom. That's easy money. Do not forget to hit the like button, guys, to share this with a couple friends, and subscribe to the channel as well. It is the best way to stay connected with us, and make sure you never miss a live show, because we are back live and in action after a month and a half off of the Man Hour. But wait, guys, there is even more. You can become a pigskin pundit as well. That is our members-only community where you get free entry into all the weekly NFL pick'ems, plus the 2 extra picks. We got giveaways, we got exclusive merchandise, and you get all access to extra live streams for just the Pigskins pundits only, so you know what Coach Rowe is all about. Coach Rowe is rolling out, guys. We got a 24/7 news channel happening right now. Coach Rowe will make his epic appearance tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Remember, guys, it's a live interactive show. So I want to hear from you, your comments below, your thoughts, and your opinions, your hottest of the hottest takes to join the conversation, just like my man, Alpha Rob. Alpha Rob's in the chat today. What's up, Alpha Rob? Hope you had a good old day, man. We have not seen people in a long time, guys, and I miss you guys very, very much so. So let me move the chat over here. Obviously, guys, we're a little bit rusty. We're working out some of the kinks. But guys, welcome Alpha Rob in the show, and everybody else is here as well. So guys, if you are in the live stream, let us know. Let us know, because I had to rewrite the chat formula here. So if you are in the show, let us know, and we can go from there. All right. With that being said, guys, it is time to dive into the title segment of today's show. It is time to talk about arguably the best team in the NFL. And no, I'm not talking about my Kansas City Chiefs. No, I'm not talking about the Philadelphia Eagles. I'm not talking about the Buffalo Bills, the Las Vegas Raiders, the Detroit Lions, the Arizona Cardinals, the Houston Texans. I am talking about the one and only, the Dallas Cowboys. Put some respect on their name, because the Dallas Cowboys are heading into day 2 of training camp, and Tyler Smith is not holding back. The man, the myth, 11 himself, as the team touched down in Oxford, California for training camp, Tyler Smith dropped the line that every Cowboy fan loves to hear. Every media person loves to hear. Every Cowboy hater loves to hear. Those are 3 words: Super Bowl champions. Guys, that's right. Tyler Smith said it the best. The Dallas Cowboys are going to the Super Bowl. He's not hoping for it. He's not, no, maybe if things go our way. No, sir. Tyler Smith flat out said that's our expectations here in Dallas in 2025. Now, let's take a pause. Let's put this into perspective. Now, I understand Tyler Smith. You just got your dollar bills, y'all. I understand that the Dallas Cowboys have not played in the Super Bowl since 1995. I understand they haven't even reached the NFC Championship game in 30 years. That is the longest active drought in the conference. Meanwhile, the Commanders and the Lions, and yes, those franchises have both made the NFC title game in the last 2 seasons. Historically, the Lions and the Commanders have been bad the last couple decades, right? Let's just be honest. So we got to ask the question, guys. We got to ask the question. Is Tyler Smith being bold, or is he being delusional? Let's talk about it. Let's think it's a realistic goal. And to be fair, he is not wrong. The Dallas Cowboys have added a lot of good pieces. They added George Pickens in a trade to the pair with CeeDee Lamb. That's a big-time move that gives Dak Prescott another explosive weapon downfield. Plus, they brought back old speedy Mr. Tolbert here, even though he's doing cocaine off of my baby mama's butts. But that's besides the point. The Dallas Cowboys receiver core is loaded. The offensive line got better through the draft, plus with Tyler Smith. And then they brought back Devontae Flower as well. And let's not overlook the trade for former first-round corner Elam as well. Guys, Dallas also used their first-round pick on guard Tyler Booker to reinforce that offensive line, something Tyler Smith has said is a huge deal heading into this season. And oh, by the way, speaking of Dak Prescott, Mr. Top 5 quarterback in the NFL himself, he is finally healthy. Coming back from that hamstring injury that missed 9 games last season where they went 7-10, Dak is back and 100%. And when Dak Prescott starts the majority of the season, guess what? The Dallas Cowboys make the playoffs. Matter of fact, 5 out of the 7 times when Dak has played more than 11 games, they have made the playoffs. So Dak being healthy, hands down, gives them a shot. Now the X Factor. Let's not forget about the X Factor. The man, the myth, the legend himself, Micah freaking Parsons. As he enters the final year of his rookie deal, there's still no extension in place, even day 2 of training camp. And let's just be honest, he's about to become the highest paid non-quarterback in the NFL history. The Cowboys knows it, he knows it, and yet still no deal done. Jerry, what are you doing, my man? Micah said back in minicamp that he reported training camp, which he did, and he didn't say that he would practice. And while Jerry Jones is expected to address the media during Monday's State of the Cowboys, which was yesterday, which he did, saying that he's going to become the GM still, Parkin's situation is still going to be headline news. His presence and his attitude could make or break this defense. Micah Parsons is the X factor. With that being said, guys, the Dallas Cowboys are starting a new chapter with head coach Brian Schottenheimer at the helm, replacing long-term coach Mike McCarthy. That's another layer to watch as well. With that being said, you got a new leader, a reamped offense, a healthy quarterback one, and one of the best defensive players in the game walking into a contract year. Tyler Smith said the words every Cowboys fans believe in. Why not? We can't win? What? No, Super Bowl, baby, Super Bowl bound. And we're about to find out. So for the people in chat, got my man James, got Shay, got Alpha Rob, all you people in the chat, are the Dallas Cowboys, 2025 Dallas Cowboys, actually built to win the Super Bowl, or are we just hearing the same story that we've heard for the last 30 years? That is the question I want you guys to answer. Be sure to hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the like button. Remember, we're live Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. East Coast time right here at YouTube.com/man-hour. This is a live interactive show. See your comments down below. Let's get into it. My man Shay. Good Lord, that's big. And somebody should have tested this stuff before we got to this point. Damn it, Buck. I'm kidding. Shay Fraser. I need to change that. I can hardly see you see your name. Shay says Dallas Choke Boys. Hey, Shay. Some people in Dallas like to be choked. Some people in Green Bay, Wisconsin like to be choked. Some people in Louisville, Kentucky like to be choked. But let's just be honest. The reason that the Dallas Cowboys choked in the playoffs the last couple years that Dak Prescott was the quarterback was because of the conservative play calling on offense, conservative play calling on defense. Now that both of those coaches are gone, Mr. Dan Quinn himself, the worst big-time coach ever, let's just be honest about it, is gone. 2 years out. The defense can finally eat. The defense can finally get pressure. The defense can finally, hey, we don't have to worry about big-time plays. Mike McCarthy's play calling was terrible in the playoffs against your Green Bay Packers, Shay. Let's just be honest. My chair's falling down. Let's just be honest. Your Green Bay Packers rolled all over the Dallas Cowboys because, for one, the defense was playing man coverage for whatever reason. They played zone all year. Sorry, they played zone coverage. They played man coverage all year long. They walk into zone coverage and boom. Hell, I think they just scored another touchdown on us. It's just stupid. Dak Prescott is going to break that narrative this season. Dak Prescott is going to lead the Dallas Cowboys to 12, 13, 14, if not 15 wins this season. It starts in 44 days. In 44 days, when the Philadelphia Eagles welcome the Dallas Cowboys in, drop down that Super Bowl banner, the wings on the Super Bowl ring are going to break off, and the Dallas Cowboys are going to whoop that ass. No more choke boys. No more choke boys. Brian Schottenheimer is boomer bust. Whether you guys want to admit it or not, Brian Schottenheimer is going to be the fall guy, one and done, or he's going to lead them to the Super Bowl. There's no 500. There's no 600. There's no 400. It is 800 win season or a 200 win season. It's boom or bust. No more choke boys. No more choke boys. My man Alpha Rob's in the chat. He says they make the playoffs and they lose to the Bucks. Ooh, slow it down, baby. Alpha Rob, that means that the Bucks are probably going to win the division, right? The AFC South as a 4th seed. So that's probably 9, maybe 10 wins could get you a 4th seed. Maybe. We'll see. That means the Cowboys would have to get a 5th seed or flip-flop, right? Because I don't see either team being a 6 or 7 seed. But listen, don't sleep on the Buccaneers. Do not sleep on the Buccaneers. Do not sleep on my man, Baker Mayfield. Do not sleep on the boys. James Frank is in the chat. What's up, Jamesy? He says, George Pickens is going to go off this year. Listen, George Pickens is arguably a number 1 receiver on any other team. You put him back on the Pittsburgh Steelers, he's probably the number 1 receiver. You put him on the Bucs, he's probably the number 1 receiver. You put him on the Buffalo Bills, he's probably the number 1 receiver. When you become a 1A and 1B, this does one or two things for you, right? Either George Pickens is going to get double teamed all year long and CeeDee Lamb is going to go off, or they're going to double team CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens is going to go off. This was a major move by the Dallas Cowboys. This was a major move by them. This put their offense right here and instantly put it up here. Tyler Smith, going to be an all-pro. Tyler Booker, probably going to be a all-pro. This is the one thing the Dallas Cowboys have done very, very well the last 10, 12, 13, 14, 15 years, is they draft really good offensive linemen that have long careers. The offensive line is solid. Dak Prescott is solid. This offense is going to the moon, baby. Offense is going to the move, and Shay says, slow it down, baby. He says, slow it down. Shay says, let me clear my throat and let me understand that this is the same narrative. This is the same thing that we see year after year after year, says Shay. I'm sorry. Shay says, this is what we see. The Cowboys have a great regular season. Number 1 seed in the NFC, maybe the number 2 seed. They're beating the Eagles, they're beating the Commanders, they're beating the Giants. But then it comes playoff times, then the Buccaneers come in as a 5th seed, whoop that ass, or 6th seed, or 7th seed, or whatever. Shay, if Mike McCarthy was still the head coach, I would say yes. The reason I'm saying it is not the same narrative is because I think Brian Schottenheimer has the backbone, has the balls, has the guts, glory, and fame to stand up to Jerry Jones. I don't think Brian Schottenheimer is going to bow down to Jerry Jones like he thinks he is going to be Mr. Puppet Man like Mike McCarthy was. Yes, Jerry Jones is the owner. Yes, Jerry Jones is a general manager. Yes, Jerry Jones is the head of marketing. Yes, Jerry Jones is the assistant head coach, whatever, right? But Brian Schottenheimer is the head coach. And I think Brian Schottenheimer changed that narrative. There's a culture changing in Dallas or Oxford, California as of right now, and it is apparent. It is apparent that Brian Schottenheimer is in charge, and I love seeing it. James Frank says they're not going this year, but look for them sooner than later. Give that new coach a year or two. They are built to win now, though. James, you are correct. The Dallas Cowboys are built to win now. And let me take this one step further. Let's think about this logically. Let's take this one step further. What if the Dallas Cowboys do not win right now? Micah Parsons is in a contract year. If they do not get a contract done before this year starts, they're probably not going to get one done until the end of the year. Let's just be honest. And then at that point, do we pull a NBA trick out, right? Sign and trade. Sign Micah Parsons to this massive deal and then trade him off to the Baltimore Ravens, the Las Vegas Raiders, a team that wants him. So you sign him. Aha, I got you. But then they trade him. I think if the Dallas Cowboys do not win this season, make it to an NFC championship game, you have to blow it up. You have to blow it up. Micah Parsons is gone. George Pickens is in a contract year. Let's not forget about that. Dak Prescott's probably gone. Just blow the whole thing up. Brian Schottenheimer's probably gone. Bring in Coach Prime. Bring in Shedeur Sanders. Be must-see TV. Dallas Cowboys all 2026 offseason. That's all we're going to hear. I don't think they have a year or two. They have right now. They're built to win right now. They must win right now. Also, James, take it to even one step further. They're not built just to win right now. Honestly, they're built to win for the next 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, honestly. Yes, Dak Prescott's entering in his 10th year, 9th year in the NFL. He's still relatively young, still in his prime per se. CeeDee Lamb, obviously well in his prime. George Pickens, well in his prime. Micah Parsons, well in his prime. A young offensive line. They're built to win right now. Baker, he's cooking up his best year yet. Man, listen, I love Baker Mayfield. I love everything about him, and I hope he has the great year. I honestly do. Alpha Rob says the Cowboys are going to win a lot of games. Fans are going to be pumped up, and then the bottom falls out at the end of the season. Alpha Rob, this is not the Philadelphia Eagles. If anything, the bottom falls out early because of the new offense, because of the new head coach, because of the new defense, because everything's new. It might take 3, 4, 5 games to get rolling. You know, they might be 2-3 to start the season, maybe 1-4. People will be saying, fire Brian Schottenheimer, he's terrible. Next thing you know, 10, 11, 12 wins in a row. That could happen. WB Anson in the chat. What's up, WB? He says, Cowboys won't even make the playoffs. They're not even the second best team in their division. But they are. Actually, WBN, you are correct. They're not the second best team in the division. They are the best team in that division. They're better than the Eagles. They're better than the Commanders. Don't sleep on the Giants, but they're better than Giants as well. Honestly, I think the NFC East is a lot closer than what everybody is giving them credit for. Because right now, if you listen to any talking head over here on the Believe Sports Network, which the Man Hour is a part of, we're proud to be a part of it. They have the Commanders and they have the Eagles up here, and then the Cowboys and then the Giants. Listen, I think they're all right there middle of the pack. Giants are going to be a lot better. Their defense is nasty. Don't forget that they got Brian Burns. They got Thibodeau. And then they drafted Abdul Carter. That's going to be one stingy defense. Old, what's his face? Tracy Jr. He is a workhorse running back. Now, they got some quarterback questions, controversies, whatever you want to call it. Who knows what they're going to be a quarterback. But the Giants are still going to be good. Commanders are going to come back down. Eagles are going to come back down. The Cowboys are going to be right where they're at. It's going to be close. It's going to be close. James says, LOL. So they do what Pittsburgh should have done with Watt. Leave Shador alone. He's our future, not yours. So, guys, James Frank is a Cleveland Browns fan. He loves him, Shador Sanders. But listen, Shador Sanders is going to be trade bait. 4th round pick. Let him go, baby. Let him go. But yes, you are right. The Steelers should have probably traded TJ Watt. I'm just saying. Alpha Rob says the Cowboys definitely have a better name than the Commanders. I believe we're calling them the Commander Skins now, right? Isn't that the old thing we're sticking with? The Commander Skins? All right, guys. So I just flipped over to Facebook and YouTube just to look at the chat, make sure everything's coming through. And apparently, every time you guys comment something on YouTube, it goes over to Facebook and says, Alpha Rob said the Cowboys definitely have a better name than the Commanders. And then over here on YouTube, it says WBN said the Cowboys won't even make the playoffs. You know, I'm not saying I'm smart, but damn it, I'm pretty smart. I wrote a pretty good code. I wrote a pretty good code. But guys, legitimately, I do not think the Dallas Cowboys are a Super Bowl bound team. I think they're a good team. I think they have potential to make a Super Bowl run. But let's just be honest. Right now, the Commanders, the Eagles, the Lions, the Rams, maybe even the Cardinals have a pretty good shot at making the Super Bowl this season. Do I think they're a good team? Yes. Do I think they can be a great team? Yes. Do I think they're Super Bowl ready? No. That's all I got to say about that right there. That's all I got to say about that right there. But guys, let's move over to the Joe Burrow burglary situation. Now, when I first read this story, guys, it's been quite disturbing. Let's talk about this wild and honestly very disturbing story that has just dropped around surrounding Joe Burrow. The national burglary ring and the black market pawn shop operator right out of a movie script. Now, a pawn shop owner in New York has officially pled guilty to buying and selling luxury goods stolen by national burglary crew. And yes, one of those victims was none other than Cincinnati Bengals quarterback Joe Burrow. So guys, here is what we know so far about this burglary ring, right? So back in December of 2024, there were a lot of strings of burglary for Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, and yes, including Joe Burrow as well. While Burrow was on the road playing against the Cowboys, his home was burglarized. Gone. $300,000 worth of personal items. At the time, the FBI identified him as only as athlete number 5 in their complaint. And now it's out in the open. And Burrow is not alone. Right, the same crew, this nationally burglary ring crew, targeted multiple high-profile athletes, including Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Luka Doncic, and Mike Conley. The pattern hit their homes while they're publicly scheduled elsewhere, aka road games, away matchups, even at media events. Guys, this crew was tracking them and knew exactly when to strike. Now, the guy at the center of the fencing operation is Dimsy Naskiski. I'm not even going to try to say his name. But he's a Russian mobster, a 43-year-old pawn shop owner out of North Bergen, New Jersey. He's pleaded guilty in federal court to conspiracy to receive stolen property. Basically, guys, he ran a black market hub, buying everything from high-end watches and jewelry to sports memorabilia and even power tools used to safe and cracking. Yes, power tools. Yo, this isn't some back alley Craigslist flip game. This is a full-blown criminal enterprise. The pawn shop owner faces up to 5 years in prison and could be forced to pay back $2.5 million in restitution. Plus, the forfeiture of stolen goods was worth the same. And here's the kicker. Just because he's from the country of Georgia and only living in the USA legally, he also faces deportation. And this is the one main operation either. His co-defendant, John Viller, pled guilty back in June. These two men have been working together since 2020, building this whole black market pipeline and feeding the demand of stolen goods, which kept South American burglary rings in business. And let's not get it twisted, guys. This is a well-organized national crime ring. These guys traveled across the country targeting affluent neighborhoods, celebrity homes, and jewelry vendors. The FBI called them a Ripley of criminality, which went beyond just burglary. It turned into a network of thieves, selves, and profit. And how did it eventually crack it? Selfies. Seriously. Boom. Selfies. No joke, guys. These criminals were taking selfies with stolen loot, helping federal agents connect the dots and track the movements of these goods. Now, about Joe Burrow. In this newest season of Netflix series Quarterback, Burrow revealed how the burglary changed him. Even canceled the purchase of a working replica Batmobile because, yeah, he was that rattled. He said, and I quote, "I just felt very uncomfortable. My life is very public, and that comes with the job. But there are certain parts of your life that are yours. Your house is one of those things." And guys, you know what? He is right. At the end of the day, no matter how famous you are, your home is supposed to be your space, safe, private, off limits. And these thieves not only violated, they profited off of it while pawn shop in New York City kept the engine running. So guys, let me ask you this question. Should high-profile athletes have better security? Or is it just the price of fame in 2025 or going into 2026? Should their gated communities have somehow figured this out? That is the question. I don't know the answer because I know personally that Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce live in a gated community. How these burglars got in? Tailgating. They tailgated. It is what it is. It happens. The first level of security is a fence. People tailgate through that fence and they get in. But guys, hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. Remember, guys, we're live Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. East Coast time right here at youtube.com/manhour. And of course, facebook.com/manhour as well. So what do you guys think? What do you guys think? James Frank says it's time for Joe Burrow to get a strap. Pop, pop. Man, he already got a cannon of an arm. Already got a cannon. Alpha Rob says, taking selfie with stolen goods, how dumb. Listen, and those pictures went viral too because it was the ice out chain that Joe Burrow wore like the week before or 2 weeks before. Like it clearly was like his. So I don't know. James Fraser, sound like some Animal Kingdom stuff. Oh, it's just silly. It's just silly. Why don't they lock their stuff up in a closet before they leave? You know, that is a great point. Me personally, I live in the country now. Got a nice little 6-acre lot. Not like my neighbors, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law, right? My other brother-in-law and sister-in-law live like kind of catty corner from us. We live in a very safe country neighborhood area, right? I still lock my stuff up in a fireproof safe. Now, I'm not saying I got a $300,000 chain by any stretch of the imagination, but damn it, my Axe body spray, it goes in there. Ain't nobody stealing my Axe body spray. And WBN says low key sounds like an inside job. Listen, it does. I mean, like honestly, if you think about it, when people usually get robbed and of high-end stuff, it's usually somebody that you know. Now, I personally have never been robbed. My wife has been robbed before, and it was one of her friends. Like it's just like what? It is weird. Cowboys for Life says, "Yo, what's up, man? What's up, Cowboys for Life? What's up? What's up? What's up? James Frank says, you think he'd have a safe. You would think. You would think. But hey, who really knows at the end of the day? But guys, it is time for a little bit of buy and a little bit of sale. Is that the one I want? Yeah, there you go. That'll work. All right, guys, so let's move on to buy or sell. Now, usually every Monday, we do a little thing called buy or sell. I know it's Tuesday, but yesterday's show got cut a little short because I blew a breaker. Yada, yada, yada. Long story short, guys, buy or sell. For those of you who don't know or new to the show or need a quick refresher, guys, here's how it works. I'm going to present a bold statement, question, or scenario, and then it's up to you to decide. Are we buying this or are we selling it? When we buy something, we're like, yeah, we're saying, you know what? I'm all in on this, Buck. This makes sense. It's got legs and I am behind it. We're on board. No hesitation, baby. But on the flip side, when we sell, we are rejecting it. We're saying, nah, I'm good. Slow it down, baby. It's just not right. It doesn't add up, and here's why I'm not buying it. Guys, we are not afraid to call things out and put out our own takes out there. So here's how it works. Buy or sell. It's all about making the bold calls, backing them up, and have a little fun with it. So guys, let's go ahead and jump right in to the first buy or sell of the day. And we're going to go over to the Motor City. We're going to go the Mitten. We're going to go up north to Detroit, Michigan, and talk about the Detroit Lions. As we head into the 2025 NFL season, guys, the Detroit Lions are coming in hot. Or at least they think they are. David Montgomery just fired the first shots at Lion Camp, calling this season year of reckoning. After a 15-win season in 2024, the best in franchise history, and then a one and done in the playoffs, the expectations are sky high in Detroit. And why wouldn't they be? Let's just be honest. They were the number one seed in the NFC, won back-to-back NFC North titles, and look, they were finally ready to shake up that lovable loser label, but here's the problem. When it mattered most, they flopped. Not just a little bit, they got flat out embarrassed by the Commanders with a 45-31 loss at home in the playoffs. And a team with and the Commanders at the time had a rookie quarterback, a new head coach, and just the Super Bowl containing thing. It's unlucky. Now, I'll give credit where credit is due. David Montgomery is saying the right things. He's playing with the chip on his shoulder. He wants to prove himself. Not wrong. That's the mindset you want from your RB1. And Raymond, he's preaching maturity. Says the team has grown, become pros, and knows what it takes to finish. You have got guys who've been down Campbell's system for a few years now, and there's consistency and leadership in that locker room. Dan Campbell said himself, he is locked in. He knows his team can't take any shortcuts, and he said it best. You don't work for almost, you work for the whole thing. But guys, here's the question. Is it all talk? Or is it really a good thing? Because the Lions still have yet to reach a Super Bowl. They're only one of four franchises who have never been to the Super Bowl, and that playoff beat down to Washington exposed real class. Now, Levi is already out for the season. That's a big loss on the defensive front. And oh, by the way, the guy they come in to replace him is already on the PUP list, which is physically unable to perform. Their secondary has holes, and while Adrian Henderson is a beast, he can't carry the defense all by himself. And oh, by the way, he's coming off from a season-ending injury. Yes, Jared Goff has been efficient. Yes, Amarat is still a legitimate star. But we've seen the core together for a couple seasons now, and we know who they are. The Lions aren't catching anybody by surprise this season. Every team will give them the best shot. So, guys, buy or sell. Will the Lions be in force in 2025? I'm selling it. Get it out of here. Put it on the clearance rails for all I care. It's not because they don't have talent. They do. Not because they're poorly coached. They're not. Dan Campbell's a great coach. I'm selling it because we've already seen this version of the Lions. We know their ceiling, and we just watched them hit it and crashed back down. They have got too many holes left to fill. The defense still needs work. The offensive line is solid but not invincible, and they weren't good enough to close the deal last year with everything falling into place. What's going to change now? They lost their defensive coordinator, they lost their offensive coordinator, and their center just retired. But guys, this is a question for you guys down in the comments below. Are the Lions legitimate contenders in 2025, or have we already seen what they have to offer? Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Remember, we're live Monday through Friday, 9 p.m. East Coast time right here, youtube.com/manhour. This is a live interactive show, so let's get into the comments below. With that being said, Old Man Rivers in the chat. Mr. Pigskin Pundit himself. Where's that?
Pigskin pun. Get you some.
What's up, Old Man River? What's up, Old Man River? And Alpha Rob saying sell. Me and Alpha Rob are usually on the same page. And when we're on the same page, we are right. I'm just letting you guys know, we are right when we agree. When we disagree, one of us is right. But when we agree, we are right. He says sell. We've seen this. I believe Shay said it best. Same narrative, different year, right? But Old Man Rivers says, slow it down, baby. He says, buy. Buy. He says, I love Jared Goff being leader of the pack. I love Jared Goff putting Caleb Williams, Jordan Love, and JJ McCarthy on leashes and walking them down the street. That's from our NFL Trash Talk group, guys. Join over here at facebook.com/manhour. Check it out. Old member says bye. Alpha Rob says they had their chances a few years ago for the NFC Championship game, and they blew up. They literally fumbled that game away. I can't remember who the receiver was. He had it and gave it to the defender. Like, here, I don't want it. And then they had the interception. The receiver, give me that. They forgot to show up in the second half and blew up in their faces. James Frank says, as a fan of misery, I'm buying the Lions to win. I believe they'll look different and maybe struggle the first few weeks, but Campbell will have them back on track. And James, I think that's where a lot of fans are going to quickly jump off the bandwagon of the Detroit Lions. Is because we are not going to see the same gambling Dan Campbell with Ben Johnson as the offensive coordinator. I think that marriage was great, and I think that's why Dan Campbell took so many gambles, is because he knew Ben Johnson could cook up those plays, right? Now, I'm not saying the new offensive coordinator, I don't know his name off the top of my head. I'm not saying that they may not have that relationship. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying that it's going to take time to build that trust. And the reason why the Detroit Lions won a lot of those games, just like the Philadelphia Eagles, when it's 4th and 2, the defense is like, oh, yeah, we got it, baby. We out of here, right? And then all of a sudden, boom, they get it. You're like, damn. That is the biggest letdown ever. That is why the Eagles won 14, 15 games, right? That is why the Lions won 15 games. That is why the success was there, was because of the 4th down success, was because of the gambles. And I don't think that's going to happen this season. But they will start out slow. Old Man River says the Lions will be 12-5. And Old Man River, I think we have the same thought process. I had the Lions win 11 or 12 games as well. We're going to start revisiting that next week, because back in May and June, we did the way too early win-loss predictions, right? But now that training camp has started, now that rookies have signed, now that trades have happened, it's time to put some numbers to these teams. But I think you're right. I do think the Lions do get 11, 12 wins. I think they do win the NFC North. But they're another one and done yet again. That is what I'm thinking. Let's move on. Next up here, guys, on the buy or sell. Will JJ McCarthy have a great season in 2025? So basically, guys, are we buying or selling JJ McCarthy in 2025? Are we buying the Vikings? That's what it comes down to. Do we like the Vikings? Do we hate the Vikings? Buy or sell? Now, on the surface, if you're a Minnesota Vikings fan, there is a lot of optimism there. The Vikings fans are buzzing. Kevin O'Connell has done everything in his power to set JJ McCarthy up for success, even during a year where JJ McCarthy never touched the field. We're talking about a rookie quarterback who tore his meniscus last August, never got to practice, never run scout team, never threw a pass in live action, but still showed up weekly, grinding through tape, mental reps, and one-on-one meetings with his head coach. Kevin O'Connell even cleared out an hour each week for JJ McCarthy to learn. No distractions, no meeting, just development. A mental, emotional, and leadership focus that's rare in the NFL. Quarterbacks coach Josh McCown pushed him hard too. Assignments, written scouting reports, third down installs, film breakdowns from Darnold's helmet cam, you name it, JJ McCarthy studied it. You can't question the preparation. You can't question the work ethic. JJ McCarthy did everything he had into becoming the future of the Minnesota Vikings without even stepping on the field. And now, in 2025, he is the guy. Sam Darnold, gone. Daniel Jones, gone. Nick Mullins, gone. Aaron Rodgers, passed on it. It is J.J. McCarthy's team now. The front office is fully invested. The coaching staff is fully behind him. And the Vikings, a playoff team, 14-3 from last season, are handing the keys to a 22-year-old who has never played a down in the NFL. This brings us back to the question. Will J.J. McCarthy have a great season in 2025? I'm selling it. Hear me out. Hear me out. Like I said, it's not because they're not talented. They have arguably a top 5 wide receiver duo in the NFL in JJ and Jordan Addison. It's not because JJ McCarthy did not put in the work. It's because the expectations in Minnesota are so high right now that no matter how well he plays, it won't likely will be enough. He is walking into a lose-lose situation. When a team goes 14 wins and then moves on from a quarterback, clearly it is Super Bowl or bust for the Minnesota Vikings. If he struggles early, fans will panic. If he plays decent but doesn't win a playoff game, it's a letdown. If he plays really, really well but loses to the NFC title game, people say, well, same old Vikings. Let's just be honest. The only way J.J. McCarthy can, quote, win in my eyes or in the eyes of the fans this season is if he wins the Super Bowl. That is it. No playoffs, no 15 wins, no NFC Championship games, Super Bowl or bust. Anything else will be like a step back from a 14-3 campaign in 2024. And that's not fair. It is not a fair standard for a second-year quarterback coming off a major injury. That's the reality that he's facing. There's pressure, there's hype, there's hope. But for now, I'm selling the idea that this will be a, quote, great season for J.J. McCarthy. He might develop, he might flash brilliance, but greatness, that's a bar built off of expectations from last season. It's almost impossible to clear. So, guys, question for you guys. Will J.J. McCarthy actually have a great season, or is he set up to fail no matter how well he plays? Guys, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Remember, we're live Monday through Friday at 9 p.m. East Coast time right here at youtube.com. It's a live interactive show, so get down to the comments down below. Old Man River says sell. Sell, says Old Man River. And we agree. James Frank says, let me clear my throat and slow it down, baby. He says sell. Listen, y'all need to be careful selling these Minnesota Vikings. Because don't you guys remember last season when I said the Minnesota Vikings were going to have a bad season? Everybody and their dog said, 3, 4, 5 wins tops. It was a rebuild year. But you know what? They had 14 wins. And I gave them their praise. I said, hey, you guys had a great regular season. You guys will probably win 10, 11 games in a row. At the time, they got like 7 in a row or something like that, right? I was giving them the praise. I was giving Laura all of her flowers. But I said, slow it down, baby. You're still going to be a 1-and-done in the playoffs. They're like, off with his head. Put it on the stake. What happened? Alpha Rob says, sell. He has great receivers, but he's the question mark. And how tough is that? How tough that a quarterback like Sam Darnold came up and got 14 wins. Sam Darnold played out of his mind. Everybody thought Sam Darnold was done. After he got traded from the Jets and went to the Panthers and then went to the 49ers and then came to the Vikings, I sat there and said, this is a weird signing. Most of the Vikings fans that I listened to or saw said, this is a weird signing. But then he started to play well. The system clicked. And then they're all like, oh, we love you, Sam. But JJ McCarthy's young. He's not the same quarterback as Sam. He could have a very, very long season. James says, so they needed a backup. Kenny Pickett to the Vikings. James, Kenny Pickett starting in Cleveland. Just so you know. Starting in Cleveland. James says, and they pooped everywhere. They pooped all over themselves. But let's just be real. Let's just be real. The Rams are pretty good. The Rams are pretty good. All right, guys. So technically, this next one is supposed to be factor crap, but I forgot to change the overlay, so we're gonna go buy or sell. But no, guys, this is factor crap, guys. Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Where's it at? There it is. All right, guys. So a little bit of fact and a little bit of crap. As we start to wind down the show, we're not quite done yet. It's time for our final segment. It's got a little bit of fact and a little bit of crap. But here's the deal. I'm going to throw out some statements, some facts that are floating around the NFL world. It is up to us to decide whether it's a solid fact or if it's just a whole lot of crap. We're going to separate the truth from the nonsense, cut through the hype, and see what's really worth believing. If it's legit, we're all about it. But if it's pure garbage, we're calling it out. So, guys, grab your popcorn because it's about to get real. It's time for a little bit of fact or a little bit of crap. Let's find out what is going on in the factor crap world. And that's where we're going to start off with the New England Patriots. So, guys, factor crap. Will the Patriots actually have a winning season in 2025? And when I say winning season, that's 9+ wins. Not no 500 BS, not, almost got there. It's a winning season, 9+ wins. So, guys, let's get into it. Now, listen, we spent the last couple years watching the Patriots team lose its identity. Belichick's magic wore off. The quarterback situation was revolving door. The offense was stale. The offense was beat up. And by the end of the 2024 season, it honestly felt like the dynasty was nothing but a distant memory. But then, everything's changed. Not gradually, not subtly. I literally mean overnight. The second Mike Vrabel walked into Foxborough, the energy flipped. And I'm not talking about hype videos or emotional speeches. I'm talking about real football culture, structure, accountability, detailed, and leadership. That's what this training camp has already felt like, and we haven't even seen hit preseason yet. Ben Jones, Vrabel's longtime center in Tennessee, said it best. With Vrabel, everything has a purpose. It's just not drills for the sakes of checking boxes. It's reps that translate into real football. It's coaching that teaches guys that the way each moment matters. Mike Vrabel is hands-on. He's in the trenches with the linemen. He shows them how it should feel. He gets lit up by blocking pads just to show they respect the rep. And even more than that, he's built a locker room with trust. Players feel heard. They feel coached, not just barked at. And then you look at the talent. There are pieces there. Rookie running back Tavrion Henderson is signed, fully guaranteed, and he is ready to roll. That defense, Christian Gonzalez is already being talked about being a top 10 quarterback in the league. He is back. You got a long core. You got a renewed offensive line under Doug Marrone, and a team that's suddenly feeling like a team again. Even Dante, one of the most respected coaches in the team's history, said, hell, it's a hell of a place right now. I love it here. And let's not forget, this man's through every page of the Patriots' history. If he's seeing something different, that means something. So when people ask me, factor crap, will the Patriots have a winning season in 2025? Guys, I am leaning towards fact. Every time I see this team practice, the vibe is real. The toughness is calculated. The energy is controlled. The culture has shifted, and it looks sustainable. Are they winning the AFC East? Probably not. Let's slow it down. Are they knocking off the Chiefs or the Bengals? Let's not get crazy. But 8 or 9, a 9-8 season, maybe even 10 a season, absolutely within reach, especially when the defense holds up. And the offense, even if average, stays efficient. Don't give games away. So, guys, question for you guys down here in the chat. Is Mike Vrabel already the biggest offseason upgrade in the NFL? And how many games will the Patriots win in the 2025 season? Subscribe, hit the like button. Remember, we're live Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. East Coast time right here at youtube.com/hour. It's a live interactive show, so comment down below and let's get into the comments and let's get the discussion going. James Frank says facts. Vrabel coming in and lighting a fire under these players' asses. Listen. When the New England Patriots first hired Mike Vrabel, I was kind of like, yeah, but why? I actually said it here on the live show when the hiring happened. I'm like, There's a reason why Mike Vrabel did not get a job last season. And thinking about it now, sitting back, of course, hindsight's 2020, maybe he wanted this New England Patriot job the whole time. Maybe old Robert Kraft was like in his ear, like, hey, I know we have Gerard Mayo. I know I said he's the coach in waiting, yada, yada, yada. We had to go through the four formalities so I didn't get booed out of the stadium, right? Gerard Mayo sucks. Vrabel, you're in. I don't care if Gerard Mayo takes us to the playoffs. Mike Vrabel, you are in. I think Gerard Mayo was simply just a fall guy. He was just a fall guy. Give Mike Vrabel a year. Let him relax, collect his thoughts, get that fire built back into him. Now look at him. I questioned the hire at first, but now I actually love it. Alpha Rob says, fact, because the Finns and Jets are just not good. Nailed it. Nailed it. 4 easy wins right there. And when you are a fourth place team from the previous year, you have a fourth place schedule the next season. They got a lot of easy games. Now, I'm not saying that they're not good. Don't get that twisted. I'm saying they have a lot of easy wins. James Frank says, I'm thinking they'll get 9 or 11 wins. Woo, baby. Now, obviously, 9 is tangible. 10 is within reach. But 11? 11, baby? Damn, slow it down. My man. Listen. If the Patriots get 11 wins this season, not only will Mike Vrabel be put up on this pedestal, they're going to need 2 pedestals to lift Mike Vrabel up to the stars, because that's where he's going to belong. They might build a statue out there with them. Replace Tom Brady's old ass. Get that ass out of here. Mike Vrabel, you are our Greek God. If that happens, because 11 wins, that probably means that at some point they've beaten the Buffalo Bills. And honestly, that is the goal, right? Right now in the AFC East, the goal is not to sweep the Buffalo Bills. It's just to beat the Buffalo Bills one time. And I think if you get 11 wins, you have to beat the Buffalo Bills at least one time. Same. I think that is where we're at. Whew. That is tough. James says, wait a minute. If you sucked the year before, you get an easy schedule? I knew this. They screwed my Browns from the rip. Listen, the AFC North got screwed as a rip. The AFC North got a tough draw. It is what it is. It is what it is. But guys, let's move on to the next factor crap. Factor crap. Guys, does Will Levis having season-ending shoulder surgery affect his future moving forward? Buck, what are you talking about? Well, guys, if you are watching the 24/7 live channel here, right here at youtube.com/manhour, we have a live 24/7 news feed channel. And of course, it'll be streaming on the Coach Rowe channel as well. But I wanted to test it on the Man Hour. And then we got Coach Rowe page as like as well. Basically, guys, on Sunday or on Monday, Will Levis is like, oh, my arm hurts too bad. I'm going to have surgery on it. Default him out for the season. AKA no more quarterback, air quotes, controversy in Tennessee. So, guys, let's get into it. The Titans organization, ownership, general manager, leadership says it's all about long-term health for Will Levis. They're calling it, quote, a smart move, a professional decision. And on the surface, that's a safe way to spin it. Sure. But when you're actually dig into the timeline, the one biggest question jumps out to me right off the bat. Why now? Why July? Will Levis has been dealing with his shoulder injury since last season. He played through it. He went through OTAs. He practiced this offseason. Now, just days before training camp, when Cam Ward's about to take his job, suddenly we, quote, shut it down. Look, I'm not saying the shoulder issue isn't real, but I am saying that the timing is real convenient. Because let's rewind a second. Will Levis was already losing ground. Cam Ward, the number 1 overall pick, was getting all the buzz. Players were raving. Coaches were subtly shifting their narrative. And every report coming out of Titans camp was glowing with Ward's name on it, not Will Levis's. And now the competition, gone, dead, canceled. Dead and gone, dead and gone. This is Cam Ward's team without a snap being played in camp. The Titans aren't even pretending anymore. The only other quarterbacks on the roster are Brian Allen and Tim Boyle. Who? Exactly. Guys who have held a clipboard and will throw and warm ups. That's about it. And let's not forget this, guys. Levis wasn't exactly lighting the world on fire with when he was healthy either. In 2 seasons, he barely completed 61% of his passes. He had more bad decisions than big moments. At 26-year-old, he's already entered what should be his prime, and he's watching from the sidelines. So when I hear people ask me this, fact or crap, does the injury affect Will Levis' future? Guys, I'm saying fact. This changes everything. Not because of the surgery itself, because of what it represents. If the shoulder was this serious, the smart move would have been to get it fixed in January, not in July. This move feels like someone who saw the writing on the wall and needed a soft landing spot. Instead of fighting for a quarterback one and losing the battle in front of the world, Levis takes a back door out, resets for 2026, and avoids a very public benching. And when it comes back to next year, Cam Ward will even be more established. The locker room will have moved on, and Will Levis being a 27-year-old maybe in the league that doesn't wait around. So question for you guys down here in the comments below. Was it really about the injury, or was Will Levis just trying to save face after losing the quarterback battle to a rookie? Hit the subscribe button, guys. Hit the like button. Remember, we're live Monday through Thursday at 9 p.m. East Coast time right here at youtube.com/manhour. It's a live interactive show, so comment down below, and let's get into the comments, and let's discuss your thoughts. James Frank says, Cam Ward definitely impacted the future in Tennessee. Listen, the minute the Tennessee Titans did not trade that number 1 overall pick, we knew Will Levis was done in Tennessee. Let's just be honest. The only way, because they were talking about this quarterback battle BS, the only reason why that was it was so somebody like the Cleveland Browns would have traded for him. It was just, there was no quarterback competition. He just got put some mayo on that shoulder. Listen. The mayo joke is because Will Levis puts mayo in his coffee. Like, what makes you decide to put mayo in your coffee? Be like, hey, let me try some mayonnaise in my Celsius. Like, what? First of all, guys, don't have Celsius. Freaking gross. Alpha Rob says, fact, he's done with Tennessee. And James says he's saving face. He's definitely done in Tennessee because next year will be his 4th year, end of his rookie deal. Or actually, was he a first-round pick? They are not going to pick up his 5th year option. I can't remember if he's his first round or second round pick, whatever. Either way, he has 1 year left in Tennessee. They will trade him. It is what it is. Alpha Rob says Bucks guy D-Hop didn't help him either. Listen, D-Hop didn't help Patrick Mahomes either. Huge drop in the AFC Championship game and the Super Bowl. Come on, man. Come on, dog. But guys, that is going to be it for today, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for having a great day. All that stuff. But until then, guys, this is Man Hour NFL Talk. We out.
Hey, now we live, Man Hour NFL Talk, yeah. Now we live, Man Hour NFL Talk. This is the show that you want. NFL raw and uncut, keeping it live. Gotta turn it up louder and get it ready for the Man Hour, yeah. Man Hour NFL Talk. Let's go.